I think we can subdivide knowledge into propositional knowledge, which is like, when you have a database in your head and you have a lot of facts that are actually true, that's propositional knowledge. Then there is sort of practical knowledge, know-how, skills. You can explain to someone how to ride a bike, but they can't ride the bike. They have to practice it themselves. But there are two more kinds of knowledge. One is called perspectival knowledge. It's sort of knowing who you are and how you relate to the world. And the second one is called I always forget that one, but it's basically the ability to read the room. Okay, so to know what other people actually want to hear. And I think it's called participatory knowledge. That's it. So basically, this is a subdivision by John Vervaeke who came up with this. And it's very useful because people who are good at factual knowledge are very often bad at knowing how to do things, bad at knowing their relationship, where they stand, and their relationship to the world. If this is broken, we have hubris, we have the overestimation of one's own capabilities, and of course, doing the right thing in the right moment, reading the room, and knowing how to react, what to talk about. They completely suck at this, and we probably all are somewhere on this multidimensional spectrum of intelligences, but they don't necessarily correlate with each other. So what I think in these kind of types, tech barons, overlords right now, what we have is a complete imbalance between what I would call knowledge and wisdom. They do well on IQ tests. They have a lot of propositional knowledge about technology, but they're really bad at taking perspectives of other people and even realizing that other people have valuable perspectives and problems. And they're, of course, very bad at doing the right thing in a given situation. And so I became very curious about this imbalance. And I think we need to cultivate in a science for the 21st century all of those different skills and employ them in the best way, because the aim of basic science is and has always been and should be, but in practice not always, is to basically understand ourselves and our relationship with the world better. It's not primarily to develop new technologies or medicines or things like that. That comes out of this. And it's actually a necessary first step to first understand ourselves and our relationship to the universe. But it's often been forgotten these days and people think, politicians especially, that you can skip this theoretical, useless kind of science and then go straight to the applied part. A nice example from history is under President Obama, the war on cancer. I don't know if you realize that the war on cancer has not exactly been won, right? There were billions invested in curing cancer, and it was declared as a war on cancer. So we just put a load of money into applied research without thinking about the principles. And there's since then been a revolution, a conceptual revolution in cancer medicine, to the systems level, away from the idea that there's specific genes, oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes that are responsible for cancer and not, but that everything happens at this tissue level. So the new view of cancer is tissue level field theories. And so sometimes we are so focused on technology, also sometimes at the LPI, that we forget that behind that technology, you have to have the right concepts to do the right kind of experiments, to ask the right kind of questions.